guys might know me as the chicken lady, and these are my chickens and a peacock. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about raising chickens and their habitat, and my friend here, Nugget, is going to help us out. She's excited. So this is Nugget's coop. It's important for her to have a draft-free coop with nesting boxes so that she can lay her eggs. Inside, we're going to have a very well ventilated area with bedding. She's got her roost. She's got food and water. She's got airflow in and airflow out. She's going to come in every night just as it starts to get dusk, and she's going to roost in her coop for the entire night without me having to tell her. That's just what they do. In the morning, she's going to come out into her chicken yard. Her chicken yard is enforced with smaller gauge fencing so that they can't get out and no animals can get in. We've got netting over top so hawks can't dive in and get her and she can't fly out. She's got the whole yard where she can get her bugs and forage for worms. She's got another waterer because it's important to make sure that they always have access to fresh water. You can see she's got her ramp to get in her coop. And she's got a little shelter underneath in case it starts to rain and she still wants to be outside. We've got some little 5-week-old babies that are adjusting to their new surroundings, and she's kind of teaching them the ways. I feed the chickens layer pellets that helps give all the nutrients that they need to lay their eggs every day. Those layer pellets have anywhere from 16 to 22% protein, and on top of that, you can see these chickens are getting a little dessert. That's their scratch. It's got corn, mealworms, and other kinds of bird seed in it that just gives them a little, like I said, dessert. So these are my chickens, and this is where my chickens live.
Everybody, thank y'all so much for tuning in today for our chicken lesson, and thank you, Miss Jennifer, for taking time out to share with us your chickens and what their coop looks like. I definitely learned a little bit by watching that lesson myself. Miss Jennifer does a great job sharing her love of animals with the community and schools, and she's a great lady. Thank you so much for taking time to share with our students today. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to do is make sure our paper's turned vertical, and I want everybody to draw an oval. Now my oval is turned at an angle here, so make sure that yours is turned at an angle as well. Notice my lines. I'm working that shape out as I sketch. I'm not trying to get it right the first time. We can always go back and erase and correct that at the end as long as you're working with a pencil. I'm going to draw a curved line on the left and a curved line on the right. So we're going to make our chicken look like he's kind of funny. He's sticking his head in from the side of the picture here. All right. I want to add some lines here on the outside and the inside to make him look like he's got some feathers. And then we're going to move into the inside of his face. So I want everybody to draw what looks like the top of an arrow. So we're drawing the top of an arrow, and I'm going to draw a curved line on the left and a curved line on the right. And then I'm going to add kind of a pointy line here too, so you can see that we're starting to shape his beak in. Alrighty. So everybody should be caught up to that point. And now what we're going to do is extend down what kind of looks like a U shape. All right. And now I'm gonna do, this is called a waddle. Isn't that a funny name? I'm gonna do a wavy line on the left and a wavy line on the right. And then bring that back up. So it's a loose wavy line. So it's kind of looking like his waddle. That's what those things are called that hang down. If you want, you can add a few little interior lines there. I'm gonna add a line here and here for the beak. And then here I'm gonna add 2 more lines right there. All right, now what I wanna do is draw a curved line on the left and a curved line on the right. And I'm gonna draw a curved line on the outside of each one of those. On the inside, I'm gonna draw a circle and color almost all of it in except for one spot. So we're leaving our hot spot in there. And if I want, I can draw a few little hairs going around the eye. We can start and see this coming together. I can also add some lines out here too if I want to. All right, now I want to come up from the nose. I'm gonna draw a curved line on the left and right, and I'm gonna go up and kind of make it come to a point. All right, and then I'm gonna add 1 bump, 2 bumps, 3 bumps, and that is called the comb. So that's that funny looking part that's on top. And I can add some hair, or feathers rather, up here at the top. So you can see how as I work my shape out, I'm darkening in the lines that I want to remain, and the others are just an afterthought. So it's okay when you do stuff if it's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but we know it'll get better the more we practice. And you'll be able to go back and look at the first drawing that you did with me, and then as you progress, and you'll start to see improvement. All right, now what we want to do is draw a wavy horizontal line here. That's going to be our horizon line. And let's draw a square and a triangle. And on the front, I will put another square with an X. Up here, I could put a little square and maybe have some yellow hay kind of spilling out from the top. I can do broken vertical lines, and that makes my barn look a little old. And I can draw a straight line here, put a little bump on top. So I'm trying to create imagery to make this look like the farm that my chickens own, right? All right, I could put some hay bales back here. I can do a circle and put a dot and then a spiral and make you a shadow underneath there. Maybe I can make the hill come up over here and put another one. All right, I could even put a tractor in there maybe if I wanted to. You can think about some things you can add to your picture. You can maybe put a scarecrow back there. All right, I'm gonna draw a line like it's coming towards my chicken. And notice how it opens up and gets a little wider as it gets closer. That's called perspective. So when things are close, they're bigger, and when they get further away, they get smaller. And the chicken is in the foreground. The barn scene is in the middle ground, and in the background, we could add some things back there too. So So we could do some clouds and a sun if you wanted to. You could put, if you knew how to do some birds. All right. Now at this point, this is where you can start and personalize your picture a little bit more. It is important to know when to stop and when to keep going. So that's when you can ask mom or dad maybe for a little feedback. Sometimes you can do too much, but if you wanted for yours to be a little more funky, you could add some other things to your picture. If you want yours to be a bit more traditional, you may want to be the one that does a tractor and a scarecrow. Maybe you could put some flowers down here, some grass, and then color an assortment of flowers. Maybe you want to do some sunflowers or something like that in the picture. You could make yours look like it had glasses. So if you wanted to do that, you would draw a straight line right here in the middle. And we're going to curve it up on the left, and we're going to curve it up on the right. And I'm going to make mine a little kind of retro. So I'm going to make mine kind of pointy. And then you bring them back in. So you're going to go under the eye, because that's obviously glasses are there to help them see, right? And I might put like some little beads kind of coming off. Maybe she has a hard time holding on to these glasses. And so that comes down and that can keep them around her neck. If you wanted and you had a guy one, you could add a bow tie. If you wanted to put like a little bow or something in her hair. And you can always get on Pinterest and look up ideas if you wanted to add to this and really take your time making it look nice. I think I may add a few interior lines on the inside of my clouds. Maybe some bushes in here. So you could go on and on, but just kind of know when to stop. If you put too much, then it can sometimes take away from your picture. All right, as far as a follow-up assignment for this, of course, you know I love writing and stories. So if you wanted to write a story about this chicken, that would be wonderful. Another place that you could go as a follow-up, there's a website called teachyourchildrenwell.com, and it has a lot of wonderful references on there, and she has printouts about animals, and you can print one out and it'll actually have a chicken on there, and it has where you can label and identify the different areas of a chicken. So that would be a great follow-up. It has life cycle assignments. It has all kinds of things. But to keep it fresh at home, I suggest not always doing the writing assignments, but visiting some of these great sites and taking advantage of some of the printouts. Now, I know that some people don't have printers, but that's okay. If you have a phone or iPad, which I would assume most of you do, you can take screenshots of these and just sit with your child and ask them to identify things on the laptop, or on your phone. And that's a great time for you to spend talking to your child as well and spending a little bit of time with them. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like and subscribe and share. And I would love to see some of the artwork that you're creating at home. I hope y'all all have a wonderful and a blessed day.